Hello everyone. Welcome back to UK Police Update, where we break down real encounters, real rights, and real overreach. Now, listen to this. He didn't commit a crime. He didn't invite a visit. He was inside his own home, minding his business, until a so-called TV licensing officer rocked up to his door, clearly rattled by the presence of a camera. Now here's where it should have ended. A knock, a polite no thanks, and off you go. But no. This guy decided to escalate by calling the police, and that's when things went from mildly absurd to absolutely jaw-dropping. Movie camera, building tension. Instead of de-escalating, the police showed up with zero clarity, contradicting themselves from the moment they arrived. First, they claimed the man had been following someone with a camera. Total fiction. Then, filming was maybe harassment. Then, actually, it wasn't. They couldn't even agree on what the complaint was. And when the man started asking direct, calm questions about authority, rights, and the law, the officers stumbled. One of them even admitted she had no idea what the law around TV licensing actually was. Zero. None. Yet, they turned up anyway. But here's the twist. This man didn't back down. He didn't panic. He didn't allow himself to be intimidated on his own doorstep. He flipped the script. He asserted his rights. And what followed was a masterclass in staying cool under pressure and watching an entire enforcement narrative collapse in real time. This was authority challenged and exposed. You're about to see exactly what happens when someone knows their rights better than the people trying to trample them. So before we dive in, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and help us hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of July. Because encounters like this, you need to see them. Let's roll the footage.
I'm just obviously inquiring about the issue that's gone on. Could you mind just...
No, it's okay.
Face?
No, I'm just recording it for my own safety.
Right, well, obviously, gentleman that's from the TV licensing agency has obviously called us in relation to, obviously, taking photos, etc. I just wondered what the problem was in relation to...
I haven't got no problem at all.
Right, okay. Well, obviously, it's just unnerved him a little bit, and, you know...
Am I unnerving you?
Well, it is a bit, unsettling, to be quite honest.
Did I ask him to come to my house?
No.
Have I asked you to come to my house?
He's doing a job, isn't he, as am I.
Have I asked you to come?
Well... All I'm here is obviously just to speak to you, sir, about it. And
okay.
He's a genuine person from the TV licensing.
I have no doubt whatsoever he is.
So I just want.
What is his authority?
Well, at this moment in time, he hasn't got any authority.
What is your authority?
Well, I'm here just obviously to try and sort of speak to you,
Is that it?
Offer words of advice at this moment in time, because obviously it's unsettling.
Why would you think that I need advice?
Well, it's obviously I'm trying to do my job, and obviously the fact that...
Can I ask, just before you say, because I know you're trying to do your job, but just so as I'm clear on that, what is your job?
Well, I'm obviously... That's just ridiculous saying I'm a police officer. Somebody's obviously made a complaint saying that you've been following them with a camera.
Have you got any authority to be on my property?
Well, yeah, when I'm investigating an incident, yes I have.
What incidents occurred?
Well, the fact that you've been following him with a camera, I wanted to find out the circumstances.
Am I breaking any laws filming anybody?
Oh, well, not this moment in time, sir, but obviously it could constitute as harassment, so obviously I just
How could that happen?
Sure. Because obviously, do you not realise the fact that, sometimes you go around filming people, and obviously you could be...
Do I have a right to film in public?
You're obviously creating a harassment alarm of distress to
I'm not.
a member of the public enough to contact us.
Do I have a right to film in public?
Well, it depends what you're filming, sir, doesn't it?
Anything in public. In the public thing. If I go on my street and film anything on the street, can I do that?
I don't want to stand here and argue, Mr. Law.
I'm not arguing, I'm asking you a question. Can I film anything in public? In the public, can I do that?
It depends what it is, sir.
It's in the public, so it doesn't really matter, does it? If it's against the law to film in public, then everybody with a camera would be breaking the law, wouldn't they?
I'm not here to fall out with you.
I'm not falling out with you. I'm just defining the boundaries.
I just wanted to chat with you to make sure that everything was in order, because
everything's in order from my side of things.
That's fine. That's fair enough then.
Is everything in order from your side of things?
Everything's only in order from my side of things. Obviously, I just wanted to speak to you so that I could tell the gentleman that I have spoken to you.
Okay.
And obviously he may be returning to enforce whatever it is he's got to speak to you about.
Well, if you could tell him that I don't want him to come back, and that I want to reserve my right to protect my property, and is not welcome on my property.
Well, that's fair enough, but obviously...
And if he wants to take it any further with the courts or anything like that, then that's fine.
Won't he?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to come on my property. So if you are actually going to speak to him again,
Yeah, I will
and tell him not to come back to my property.
Well, that's fair enough, but obviously if he's got the appropriate, documentation, if he does come back with any sort of warrants...
Well, there's no evidence or anything to suggest I'm breaking any laws or doing anything wrong.
That's not up to me to decide. Obviously, they deal with the TV licensing.
Well, we're talking about the TV licence. I mean, there's no law, is there? I'm not breaking a law even if I've not got a TV licence, have I?
It is. You do have to have a
Where's
TV
the...
licence.
No, I don't. Do you know anything about the law?
I do know about the law. But
what is the law on the TV licence? What is the law on the TV licence?
In relation to
why not? You are a police officer.
Yeah, but that
you deal with the law.
That doesn't mean that I know everything about every single law that is, out there.
So you're a police officer enforcing laws, but you don't know every law. Is that right?
Oh, that's correct.
Really? Okay, that's very good information. So you're coming to my door telling me I need a TV licence, but really you don't know.
No, I'm not coming to your door telling you.
You just did. I've got it on camera. That's why I'm filming it.
What I'm saying is, it's obviously a requirement for you to hold a TV licence.
No, it's not.
If you have a TV. They are just here doing their job, and I'm just here to speak to you about it, because obviously we've received a complaint. At this moment in time, as I said, that's all I'm here to do.
Okay.
I'm not here to be funny.
I didn't ask anybody to come to my door, right? It's got nothing to do with anybody what's in my house, regardless whether I have got a TV or I haven't got a TV. Okay?
Okay.
Nothing to do with anybody.
Okay.
So if they want to enforce something, then that's fine.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do. I don't even know why he's wasting your time.
Alright, well, I have to come and at least just say I've spoken to you about it.
Why though? Why would you have to come and... Why do you have to come and... Why?
Because somebody's obviously been upset about your actions, about what's happened. And that's fair enough. I'm just here to say that
Isn't it funny, like, when we get a camera and actually film people, because, of what they're actually doing, that they get a little bit funny about it, I mean, obviously, I want to protect myself. I want this on camera. I want it documented so that we can...
That's perfectly fine.
If anything was to be said out of context, or you was to say, no, he said this, or X, Y, and Z, then I've got it on camera. This is my documentation of the whole affair. Okay. And I'm not breaking any laws.
No, that's fair enough then. And obviously, like I just said though, if he does return, obviously it will be for whatever... if they've got particular documentation, then that's up to them to do.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm just here
So are you satisfied
at this moment in time, I'm happy just to have spoke to you about it.
Okay, okay.
That'll be the end of the matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool on that?
Okay.
Are you going to come back?
I'm not going to come back today, no.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Okay, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Mr. Law.
Thank you for that. Bye-bye.
But what do you think? Was this handled right? Was the officer out of line? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and show love to the original creator. Links in the description. Thanks for watching UK Police Watch. Until next time, stay sharp, know your rights, and never back down. Raise fist camera with flash.